Joining me on the telecast. Now shifting our focus to the T20 World Cup row, the Bangladesh Cricket Board found support from Pakistan in its bid to urge the International Cricket Council to move Bangladesh's T20 World Cup matches out of India over security concerns, and reportedly said it would review its participation if the issue was not resolved. And after those efforts went in vain, when the ICC formally ejecting Bangladesh from the World Cup lineup, Pakistan Cricket Board Chairman Mohsin Naqvi has said that the final call on Pakistan's participation would rest with the government. And however, Naqvi's statement in support of Bangladesh reportedly irked the ICC, and according to reports, the apex body has threatened Pakistan with sanctions, including a possible ban from the Asia Cup. Now joining me on the telecast is Shekhar Vijayan, sports commentator. Shekhar, obviously we have seen that since Bangladesh has been ejected out of the T20 World Cup, the Scots have replaced them. Now what we're seeing is something really ironic, is that Pakistan is backing Bangladesh amid all of this, and there's a reaction that is coming in as per reports that ICC is also not happy about the support by Pakistan. What exactly is your perspective on all of these developments that are taking place?
I think it's become really political. Good morning. I think it's become really political. The whole idea was T20 World Cup is about 12 countries coming in and playing together. But what we're seeing here is Bangladesh making a mountain out of a molehill, trying to put India under the bus. And you also realize that it is a chapter straight on Pakistan's toolkit, because Pakistan is also involved and they're also threatening to pull out of the World Cup. What these two countries don't realize is they have lost all credibility in the sporting arena. Other countries don't believe in them, don't trust in them, and the ICC has taken a really firm stand. Because what you see is these two countries trying to threaten India, trying to put India under the bus. They don't realize the T20 World Cup is not just about India. It's not just about Sri Lanka. It's not just about Pakistan or Bangladesh. It's about other countries coming in and participating. So the least they could do is to create trouble like this for India and saying that India is not a safe country to travel, which is very ironic coming from these two countries where terrorism rules, where nobody wants to come in and play cricket with either Bangladesh or Pakistan, because of how political it's become, how they've used religion as a torchlight or as a gaslight for everything which is bad in the country. So I think these two countries are, they try to threaten India. They're trying to blackmail ICC. But it's good to see the ICC taking a firm stand and telling them that the game is for what the anything is. And it's also good for a country like Scotland to come in and to show the other teams that the focus has to be only on cricket and nothing else.
And Shekhar Vijayan, do you think in a broader scheme of things, when you take a look at the larger picture, do you think geopolitics is necessary to be merged into sports as well? During the ongoing situation, what we are seeing is that all of this, we have seen the earlier reaction that were coming in from the Bangladeshi cricketers as well, that they were not exactly entirely happy, that they were not consulted about this decision, that they would be backing out from the World Cup. So do you think that this is something that is really something that is necessary, or the cricketers should have been consulted in this situation?
See, one really feels for the cricketers here. See, sporting arenas like the Olympics or like the World Cups are places where the cricketers or the sports people or the sports persons love to express themselves. Now, this is an opportunity for Bangladesh which they really missed out. And one feels for the players more than the board. The board has literally thrown the players under the bus. The players don't know where their career is going to go from here, because the T20 World Cup was a great opportunity for them to express themselves, showcase the talent in terms of how they are as batsmen, how they are as bowlers, how they are as fielders. Now they don't get that opportunity. The second thing here is you should always keep sports away from politics, because sports is a gladiatorial arena where people come in and showcase what they're really all about. It's a metaphor for life, right? Sports. It's about winning and losing, and then shaking hands with the opponent and moving forward. You don't want to mix religion, you don't want to mix politics to it, because then it becomes like a very nasty cocktail, which is only bound to fail. And that's exactly what has happened with Bangladesh right now. They were very impulsive, they were very trigger happy, and one also realized that this was of a larger plan where Pakistan was also involved. And now the whole world knows about it now, after what Pakistan has done, and some of them threatening to pull out of the World Cup. So I think this is a nasty cocktail, and I think Bangladesh is going to be learning from it. One also feels for the players, because the players have got nothing to do with this. They would have wanted to play. Now their own board is not supporting them. Their own board is not sticking up for them. And obviously, I think one feels for the players here.
Shekhar, Vijayan, stay on with me. I have more updates coming in regard to this story. Now, Scotland has officially been confirmed as Bangladesh's replacement for the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2026 and have revealed plans to travel to India immediately. Cricket Scotland says that the squad is already preparing to acclimatize to local conditions ahead of the tournament. Starting on February 7, the confirmation came after the International Cricket Council, which is ICC, formally invited Scotland to take Bangladesh's place, following the latter's withdrawal over security concerns, and Bangladesh maintained their stance despite assurances from the ICC, leading to Scotland being drafted in as a replacement. And in a special gratitude letter to the ICC, Cricket Scotland accepted the invitation and acknowledged the unique circumstances under which the opportunity arose. So, Shekhar, if you could break down for our viewers, why exactly was Scotland chosen as a replacement, and how exactly does this take place? Because obviously these are very different scenario and circumstances under which that Scots have replaced Bangladesh.
Yeah, so one thing here is Scotland was always in the pecking order in terms of getting, chosen for the World Cup. They had not qualified for the World Cup, but I think in terms of ranking, that's one way the ICC decided to have Scotland in place for the World Cup. The second thing is with any teams, if they don't play the World Cup, if they forfeit the World Cup, there is obviously sanctions which is imposed on them. They have to pay fees for it, and then there is another team which comes in and replaces them, because you've got sponsorship, you've got TV rights, and it's a World Cup at the end of the day. So that's exactly how Scotland has come into picture. And the good thing about Scotland is they were very quick to react to it. They knew what was required. They got the players in place, and they're very excited to come to India. So they're making all the right noises. They're showing that they're very keen to play the World Cup, and that's how it really should be. Without letting the World Cup losing its feel. So the World Cup is on, the momentum is on. Everybody's excited about it, and that's how they qualified.
All right, Shekhar, thank you so much for joining me on the telecast and obviously sharing your inputs regarding